Baseball at its best. It's the Seattle Mariners against the Milwaukee Brewers. Great baseball on the way.
Miller Park, as the crowd fills in, they're amped up and ready to cheer on the Brew Crew. He will go to the mound in hopes of bringing home the W. Felix Hernandez, if he is on, it'll be a tough day for the hitters. 2K Sports presents Major League Baseball Sunday afternoon. The Royals starting pitching, Yovani Gallardo. So Steve, what's he got in store for Seattle hitters today?
Yovani Gallardo has amazing stuff. He gets a lot of swings and misses. He can throw the fastball up in the zone or down in the zone with movement. He has that outstanding breaking pitch as well that is such a big breaker, hitters have a tough time making contact.
Here's the offense as arranged by Eric Wedge. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, an opposing manager's nightmare, and that's Kendrys Morales. You bring in a lefty, he just switches to the right side. You bring in a righty, he just switches to the left side. Power from both sides of the plate, plus he hits for average.
Play ball!
And getting us going, it's going to be Dustin Ackley.
Second baseman, number 13, Dustin Ackley.
And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch, 0-1.
Now, so much for making contact, Gary. This guy's going up there flailing at that curveball. You got to try to back off a little bit. Think about going the other way.
Here's the delivery. And he leaves that one alone. Dustin Ackley showing patience to even up the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. And it's fouled away.
Foul!
And that one swung on and missed by Dustin Ackley.
This one's right down the middle. He just swung and missed at it. Better check his bat for a hole.
And now we'll take a quick look at the Brewers. Here's how they line up defensively. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Came up as a third baseman, moved to left field, and Ryan Braun has made himself, through hard work, one of the best left fielders in the game of baseball. Great throwing arm, great instincts for a guy that hasn't been out there too long.
And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch, 0-1. The Mariners said goodbye to an era last season when they moved Ichiro over to the Yankees. A lot of great memories left behind. The club, though, had to make some moves. They have to get younger. Strike two. Now with no balls, 2 strikes, Franklin Gutierrez will need to be careful. And when you look at the Mariners without Ichiro, definitely is the end of an era, but it was best for both sides, probably, Steve. They've got to get some talent.
They do. I mean, they're not that far off. They have a great group of arms. They've got solid pitching. They need to add the offense. Moving Ichiro out and maybe trying to rejuvenate that offense is the key to where they need to move forward. Now, K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
Shot here for Kyle Seager. There are 2 down. The pitch. 0-1. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
Well, this is exactly the situation where he's going to pull the curveball out. This guy really struggles with it when he's behind.
Here's the pitch. Popped into foul territory down the left side. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen. And he fouls another one off.
Well, you're told with an 0-2 count to spread out your stance and to choke up on the bat so you can put the ball in play. Better control of the bat, and that's what he did right there. That 0-2 pitch, just barely getting enough of it to put it in foul territory so he can continue this at bat.
The 1-2 on its way. Strike 3 swung on by Kyle Seager. No luck. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. So the first chance for the Brewers. They're coming right up. And out on the mound, we've got Felix Hernandez. He'll be starting this one off for Seattle. Steve, what's he looking at here as he sees this Milwaukee lineup?
Well, it's a phenomenal lineup right here. That's why this outstanding right-hander is going to have to be on top of his game to be able to neutralize some of their big bats and get the outs he needs. He has to work ahead in the count or they'll make him pay.
Aoki takes that one. It's in there.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him.
Pitch on the way. A swing and a foul off to the right side.
Way to be, Milwaukee.
Change up. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Hit in the air to left center. And Ibanez is there. And he gets over to take care of business. Now we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Brewers. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Ryan Braun is one of those few players in baseball that once he stepped in the big leagues, he was a star. This guy can do everything. The great thing I like about him, he's an average hitter with power, not a power hitter who's trying to hit for average. This guy is that dangerous.
You got a chance to check out the Mariners on the defense. Infield, outfield factors in this one, John?
You got to love the work of Jose Montero behind the plate. Catcher's job is to catch and throw, but it's also to handle a pitching staff. He does that as good as anyone, and if you try to run on him, you better think again.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. One bounce onto the wall.
Only one out here in the inning, so good opportunity here if they can string a couple hits together to make this a very productive inning.
A chance to drive in a run here for Ryan Braun.
Well, Brewers fans should have known last season it would have been nearly impossible to repeat the home dominance of 2011 when they won a league's best 57 home games. Still, they were great here and made Miller Park a tough place to play.
That one fouled off by Braun. The record for the Brewers at home last year, 49-32, almost 50 wins again. That's a trend for this Brewers team, John.
And a great atmosphere in that ballpark with the slide, which I did go down once, the sausage races, which are always fun to watch, sausage races, Gary. And who wouldn't want to play baseball in that city?
Down on strikes there. A nice piece of pitching work. So a runner's in scoring position as Aramis Ramirez will stand in. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. And Ibanez is there. And that's the third out. That'll do it. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Still scoreless in Milwaukee. It's Morales at the plate. He's going to get us started. Second inning. And Morales gets good wood on that one. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. One down. Here's Jesus Montero. At the belt, Gallardo kicks and throws. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, for a long time, we were hearing about Jesus Montero as the successor behind the plate in the Bronx. They traded him to Seattle, and he showed himself to be a producer in the middle of the order, swinging the bat. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Picked up by Weeks.
Out.
2 away.
Left fielder, number 28, Raul Ibanez.
2 outs and in the box, Raul Ibanez. 0 for 3 lifetime off Gallardo. Fastball in there, 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball!
And Ibanez watches that one go by. The count is even.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
That's cut on and missed, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. And a quick inning for Yovani Gallardo. He's put in some effective pitching so far. And coming up, we'll see the Brewers. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. It's Corey Hart to lead it off. Check to swing, but it's in there. 0-1. Got the bat on that one. Saunders there. No problem with that one.
Number 20, Jonathan Lucroy.
And so with one down, we'll see Jonathan Lucroy.
Well, you knew it was just a matter of time before Felix Hernandez would throw a perfect game. And he did it. Happened last year from in August with a 1-0 victory for the Mariners.
He makes contact, line drive. Safe at first base. They got a base runner. So that brings up Carlos Gomez. And we were talking about the perfect game for Felix Hernandez. He's flirted with him in the past. Last season finally got it. Nobody could catch up to him as he mowed down the Rays. 12 Ks in that game, John.
Well, the Rays are prone to get no hit in perfect game, but Felix Hernandez is one of the top pitchers in the game, and you can say what you want about any other pitcher. He has one of the best fastballs, one of the best sliders, one of the best splits of anyone in the game. You throw all that in one pitcher, that's why he's tops.
And that one outside. Gomez stays off that pitch. 1 hit, 6 at-bats against Felix Hernandez. And that swung on, hit straight back out of play. Big swing and a miss for Carlos Gomez. Strike 3, he's gone.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch, not real good execution by the hitter.
Segura gets to swing now with 2 away. Lucroy at first. Hernandez gets set and delivers. And he holds off with the pitch low, 1-0.
If you're going to miss with a slider, that's exactly where you want to miss, down and out of the zone.
That's it, pretty well down the line and left. And it's up against the wall. Here comes Lucroy to the plate. And he crosses the plate all the way from first base. And you got to love the determination to turn what shouldn't have been a double into a 3-bagger.
Great awareness to take advantage of that opening. That can make the difference every game, every play.
And no doubt about that, John. Now he's in striking distance of coming home with another run.
Well, let's see if he does it.
And in the batter's box, it's Gallardo. And things are moving in their favor right now. This lineup, what they need to do, they have done, and we'll see how this plays out. Does not make contact with Hernandez delivery. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. They get that first run of the ball game here in the second. Something to work on. The Brewers lead 1-0. We got the bottom three in the lineup due up.
The plate for the Seattle Mariners.
And this is one of those afternoons where the heat sort of builds up in the stadium.
Michael Saunders.
It's going to be Saunders. And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch. 0-1. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one towards Braun. As he moves over, puts it away, short left.
They have to come in on this one and make the running catch. They had enough time to get under it and put it away.
It's Ryan at the plate. Over 9 career at-bats. He's had 1 hit of Giovanni Gallardo. He deals. And he swings and hits this one foul. Here's the pitch. 0-1 pitch, a fastball. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
That's a pretty nice pitch right there. Going with the fastball forced him into that awkward swing.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
He's got some real giddy up on the fastball today. It's got that good late action in the zone. That's his 5th strikeout today.
It's going to be Hernandez. He sends this one in the air towards center. And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. And that's going to bring up Dustin Ackley.
I thought he couldn't hit, Gary. The pitchers can't hit. Well, look at that. That's a good piece of hitting right there. Nice job.
He struck out swinging his last time. Here we go with the first pitch. There's a swing and a liner. Throw on to second base. Forced play. Side retired. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. So the shutout's still in progress here at Miller Park. Ball game forces some decisions on managers. Let's see how it's gone so far for Ron Renicky. And probably very happy to have that 1-run lead at this moment. And Aoki's in the box. Bottom of the 3rd inning and a 1-0 count. Well, it's keeping up with the hit trends in this one. Let's take a look at the pitches that he's thrown on the mound that have been put in play.
That 4-seam
drops down a bunt. Montero in time for the out.
Gotta like the creativity, trying to get on any way that you can, but just didn't locate that bunt where he needed to beat it out and be safe.
With 1 away to hit now is Ricky Weeks. 1 hit already, going for another against Hernandez.
Well, able to get a hit on the fastball last time around. You've got to be looking for it this time around. And if he gets his pitch belt high, look for him to try to drive it and hit it out of the ballpark.
First pitch, a slider for a called strike. And great power for Ricky Weeks again. Home run totals over 20 for another year. but he left something to be desired overall in getting the bat on the ball. Now Montero positions himself. Foul! That's hit foul by Weeks. And those strikeout numbers for Weeks, 169 on the year. You combine that with a .230 batting average, Steve, and you begin to wonder.
Ricky Weeks had a couple of good years in his career, but last year went back to that player we saw early on where he struggled hitting for average and power.
You're out.
And Ricky Weeks on a swing, strike 3.
But Gary, let's see this pitch again in K-Cam. Here's another look at the changeup.
I think the pitcher had him fooled on this one all the way through, John. He wasn't expecting that outside corner delivery.
Well, he just pulled the string on that pitch, and that's good stuff right there.
So a chance here with Ryan Braun, 2 down. And not a lot of expectations here, just a 182 lifetime average against the Mariners. The first pitch. Called strike. Hernandez has him 0-1 now.
Now, if I'm batting right here, I know the pitcher's tendencies, and the scouting report, I'm looking for a fastball in the 0-1 count.
Here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Braun. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it's through. Credit the base hit to Braun. And that's going to bring Aramis Ramirez up.
He tries to sneak one down and in to get the strike 3 call, but he fights it off. Outstanding job at the plate.
And that is so demoralizing for a pitcher. You work so hard to get ahead in the count, and then you give up a base hit. 0 for 1 thus far. Now the first pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
Well, when he's throwing that first pitch strike, it leads to effectiveness. He's gotten 5 guys out after throwing a first pitch strike.
There's a swing and a ball hit well. Deep, straightaway center field. Back. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. A good inning from Felix Hernandez. And the Mariners coming up next. Gutierrez at the plate. Taking a look, he struck out looking first at bat that game against Gallardo.
But you got to believe that he had a lot of thought about his last at bat, taking that called third strike on the big power curve. It may not be what happens this time around. He'll be looking for that pitch.
And Gutierrez lays off the low pitch.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and obviously they haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
Gallardo unable to get it in there. And having a day like this guy is on the mound, takes a lot of things to be going right for you. Here's a look at his strategy on mixing up his pitch types.
I love what I've seen from him today. He's established his fastball, and then he's thrown just enough off-speed pitches to keep these guys off balance.
Well, he's doing an exceptional job in this game, changing the sequence of pitches to where the hitters cannot follow the rhythm that he has for his plan of attack.
And Franklin Gutierrez strikes out. Couldn't make contact on that one.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
1 out at Kyle Seager at the plate. First pitch to him. Starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner. Strike 1.
Another strong year for Yovani Gallardo. 16 wins, topping over 200 strikeouts for the 4th straight year.
Here's the delivery. And it's 0-2. Kyle Seager is going to be swinging anything close here. And talking about Gallardo, also he threw over 200 innings, and you worry that he took a step back. Walk rate wasn't good, and his pitch efficiency not good, John.
Yeah, and he's always been so good with his control and his command of the strike zone. Got away from him a little bit in 2012. Still, he put up a pretty good season, and when this team is building their staff for 2013, he's at the top of the rotation.
Kendry Morales at the plate with 2 down.
I tell you what, Gallardo has such good stuff, such big expectations for this guy, and he is getting it done.
Take a look at this first pitch delivered and see how he's doing.
You want your pitchers to be aggressive and go at the hitters and work ahead in the count. And first pitch strike's the way to do it. Well, in this game, he's retired 8 hitters after he's gone to an 0-1 count.
And gets set for the first pitch. Swinging a high bouncer to second. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. The Brewers enjoying this lead.
Coming to bat for the Milwaukee
And Corey Hart up.
Number 1, Corey Hart.
And Hart, ooh, we got it. Tell it goodbye. So that narrow 1-run lead is now doubled on one swing of the bat as he got it out of here.
Well, that was a no-brainer right there. We knew it was gone as soon as it left the bat.
Steve, when you're in left field, you don't even bother to turn around. You don't want to see it land.
What a bomb. Well, for Milwaukee, they've had no problem extending this lead. They just continue to pour on the offense in what's been a great display by this lineup. They've been able to expand the lead, and that's making it a lot harder to catch them now.
Hernandez gets set and delivers. That ball is swung on and hit. Gutierrez ready to field. And Lucroy set down. That's one away.
Number 27.
So with 1 down, it'll be Carlos Gomez. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
Well, when you're playing behind a guy, you love to see him mix up his pitches, change speeds. But when you're in the batter's box, it can create a lot of havoc for the hitter. He's done a great job of that today.
Yeah, for the most part, he's been keeping the hitters guessing, not knowing or anticipating what pitch they're going to get. He's able to change it up no matter what the count.
We'll see what he sees first here. Ball 1. Hernandez too far outside. That's a ball. One chance so far. He's got an 0 for 1. Trying to get the hit here off Hernandez.
You got to believe that the changeup will show up in this at bat as well. He got the strikeout on it the last time up. You got to believe he's going to see it again here.
Yeah, and I mean this time through, as a hitter, you've got to adjust to what he's already shown you.
Swinging a ball pop foul down the right field line. Foul ball! And another foul ball.
Hit this one out to Green Bay.
1-2 pitch coming. That ball is swung on and hit. Gutierrez ready to field. 2 away.
The Milwaukee Brewers. Shortstop, number 9,
Segura gets to swing now with 2 away.
Well, they wanted solid pitching, and Hernandez is bringing it today. Good job all around.
Well, guys, let's check out the numbers here on balls thrown outside that strike zone and see how he's been doing on the mound to get the batters to go after those pitches.
Well, that's been a really nice job on the mound for him so far, getting a lot of strikeouts because he's getting pitches on the edges of the plate, and the hitters just can't seem to catch up.
Well, and the great thing about watching this performance today is, yes, he's getting a lot of outs on his out pitches, but it's the pitches that set up that pitch beforehand that has made him successful today.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Gary, he gets a little over-anxious at the plate when the count goes to 0-1, so look for them maybe to expand the strike zone and get him to chase something.
1-1.
Good patience as Segura lets that one go for a ball to even the count.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
He delivers. He lays off that one, but it's a called strike. 1-2. Well, guys, you know, one of the more interesting types of analyses here, look at his location distribution.
I think he's been in pretty good command in this one. He clearly is hitting his target, if not all the time, at least the majority of the time.
You know, John, if I'm the pitching coach, I'm going to emphasize just stick with the plan. The plan seems to be working.
And he holds off with the change, and it's full.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Payoff pitch. Hit in the air, in right, foul territory. And at first that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away. Cannot connect on that. Segura's empty. Strike 3. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Milwaukee leads it by a couple.
Stepping up to the plate.
And we've got Montero batting. 0 for 1 thus far. LaCroix setting up.
Work that strike zone, Yvonne.
Montero taking it. It's in there. This one's grounded near third. Foul. And Gallardo misses low that time.
Well, he wanted to just tag the outside corner with that slider, but just off the plate for a ball.
The 1-2 on its way. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up. So Raul Ibanez will come up now.
Great approach at the plate, a great swing, too. I mean, that's just one of those balls that he wasn't trying to do too much. I'm just going to get on base because there's no outs, and now the guys behind me can drive me in.
A swinging strikeout ended his last at bat. Here it comes. That one fouled off by Ibanez.
Foul!
And Gallardo's now got the 0-2 count.
This pitcher being very aggressive throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
Strike 3 called on the fastball. What away.
And he only got to see 3 pitches. Now, unhittable pitches, but he saw them nonetheless.
Boy, that's a tough at bat for the hitter who's got to walk away almost before he even got there. It's going to be Saunders. 4 career at bats. He's come away empty-handed against the Brewers. Montero's at first base. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
Strike 2!
He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes the fastball, strike 2.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit. This one to Aoki. 2 down.
Stepping up to the plate for the Seattle Mariners.
It's Ryan at the plate.
Brendan Ryan.
And starts him out here. This one's grounded foul wide of first. The pitch. Can't catch up with that swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
On the way.
Ball 2.
Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. Well, when you put a game together like we've seen here from this pitcher, it only comes with throwing a lot of quality strikes. Here's how he's getting it done.
Well, it's working for him. He's had an effective approach against both righties and lefties, using the edges of the plate to pick up strikes.
And he's avoiding the middle third of the plate, keeping the ball away, painting that outside corner, showing tremendous control.
And Segura fields it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Seattle still hoping to put something up.
Stepping up to the plate.
And in the batter's box, it's Gallardo. He'll get things started. Home half, fifth inning. Here's the first pitch. Hernandez too far outside. That's a ball. Here's the delivery. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there.
Strike 2.
Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Even the best hitters can hit a 96-mile-an-hour fastball if he doesn't get more movement on it than what he's throwing there. That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
1 away, and here's Aoki. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And that finds the outside corner for strike 1.
This guy likes to pull the string on hitters, Gary, particularly if they don't have a lot of patience at the plate. He'll get you thinking fastball and then pull the string and swinging and missing.
And Aoki looks at that one for a ball, count even. And you're absolutely right, Steve. If you are not patient, you will find yourself swinging at that pitch before it's anywhere near the plate.
Well, he tries to speed the hitter up with the fastball and then get them out in front of the changeup.
Fouled away.
One
1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a hot shot. The diving stop, and he's up with it. Safe at first. He just made it. And that'll bring Ricky Weeks to the plate.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Watch out. Aoki's not afraid to go here.
And Morales, he's trying to hold him close to the bag. That's going to one-hop off the wall. Tremendous situation now for Milwaukee.
Wasn't sure when that pitch came to that outside portion of the plate, if he was going to lay back on that one or pull it.
And this defense didn't know either, John. They ended up with a great execution of opposite field hitting.
And he's right where he wants to be, sitting on base now, guys.
Runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Ball.
And Hernandez can't get him to swing at that low pitch. Last trip to the plate came away with a nice single off Hernandez.
But he timed the changeup pretty well last time for a knock. And we'll see if he goes back to that or whether he tries to stay hard.
Oh, and you know, Steve, that last hit being just a single without anyone getting driven in, not such a big deal. But right now, with the guy at second and third, a lot more is on the line.
And that'll bring Aramis Ramirez to the plate. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
They can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. First pitch of the at-bat now. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And Ramirez with a swing and a miss and a strike that'll even it up. How's he been getting strikes? Let's take a look at his approach today.
Well, what stands out is when he's been most successful is when he's hitting the inside and outside corners of the plate. He's keeping the ball out of the middle, and that's where you have success in this league.
That's exactly it. Keep the ball out of the center of the plate, make it difficult for the hitter to center the ball on the bat.
The 2-1 pitch. Takes a called strike on the outer half. It'll even things at 2.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that four-seam fastball on the outside corner.
The pitch, hit in the dirt. It's picked up. The second, there's one. And they get 2. Great double play. So they pick up 2 hits in the inning, but leave the bases loaded. Milwaukee 2, Seattle nothing. It's going to be Hernandez. He'll get things started off as we go to the 6th. First pitch on the way. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Here's the 0-1 from Gallardo. And again, Giovanni Gallardo, a pitch fouled away. And LaCroix is calling for the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
K-Cam gives us another angle at looking at that power curveball.
Well, textbook way of pitching. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Outstanding command during that at-bat. Ackley's in the batter's box. It was a rough year for Ackley. He tried to follow up on that great rookie campaign, but he struggled to hit for contact and just couldn't draw the walks to get pitches to hit. Here's the first pitch. And the pitch from Gallardo, too far inside. That's for a ball. He struggled throughout the season, but Ackley's got a real great future, and really you just chalk up the 12th season to a learning experience.
You know, and I think as the team gets better around him, he'll produce more as well. He knows how to get on base. He didn't forget how to do that. I look for him to improve.
Takes a swing at that fastball, doesn't get to it, 1-2.
Gary, he's not felt any pressure out there on the mound, and the defense has not felt that much pressure either. Been only 1 runner left on base, and we're moving through the middle part of this ball game, so they're doing a nice job shutting down this offense.
And he leaves that one alone. Dustin Ackley showing patience to even up the count.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
The pitch. That one's popped sky high, drifting towards third. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez. Out number 2.
Well, the hitter's not going to be happy with himself there. He got his pitch to hit, but too far out in front, too anxious, just skied it to third for an easy out.
Gutierrez at the plate. His batting average, a low .211 lifetime off the Brewers.
And it just seems like there's always that one team that you struggle against, and this happens to be the team for him.
Aoki's there. And that one's put away to retire the side.
Gary's really brought his A game for this one, executing all of his pitches. Great command and control. They haven't been able to muster any offense against him so far in this game.
The shutout continues in Milwaukee. Those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Corey Hart's at the plate, and a home run back in the 4th inning. First pitch, fastball, 0-1. He's had a hit, 1 for 2 with a hit off Fernandez.
Now, if he goes back-to-back to that two-seamer, he's going to need more bite on it. That was a pitch he threw the last time, which ended in a home run.
Well, it was only 1 run, but you know he's thinking about that solo shot, and I'll be curious to see if he goes back to that pitch again.
And Corey Hart watches that one go by. That'll even it up. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. Seager in position. 1 away.
Number 20, Jonathan Lucroy.
And so with 1 down, we'll see Jonathan Lucroy. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
Well, that two-seamer has been hit 3 times over the course of the game.
You know, it's a bit concerning how he's been hit when he's gone to that pitch, but you can't be too disappointed with how he's come out and pitched in this one. He's definitely given his team a chance to win.
Called strike. Hernandez has him 0-1 now.
You know, with an 0-1 count, we usually see him go with the heater. Sometimes he goes against grain, but I think you have to go with the trend.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Jonathan Lucroy looks at that one. That's a ball, and the count is even.
Well, you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
He deals. Hit up the middle. Ackley will scoop it up. Out. Now it's 2 away.
Milwaukee Brewers center fielder, number 27, Carlos Gomez.
So Carlos Gomez, he'll try and keep it going. Just a .214 career batting average against the Mariners. Here's the first one. Ball 1. And Hernandez, no luck as he went up the ladder. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Comes back with 1 in there at the knees, and it's 2-1. Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. Foul! And it's fouled off. Pitch on the way. And that's another foul ball. Foul! Full count. Changeup misses. Full. 3-2.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. And if they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. That misses. Ball 4. Now we're going to see if we'll get some motion on the base pass.
Such a great at-bat right there. The patience that you have to have that many pitches in an at-bat and work a walk. The pitcher's right now, his energy is non-existent.
So Segura will come up. His last at-bat, he ended with a swinging strikeout. Now watch out. There goes Gomez. Ball. He is safe at second base.
He had a great jump right there. Great acceleration. They couldn't get him with the throw.
That's a great secondary lead that allowed him to get in easily. Spins and a throw behind the runner. Has to dive, but he's back in there in time. Here's Hernandez, the 1-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Oh, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Hit up the middle. Oh, look out. Hernandez throws to first. Side is retired. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. And the Mariners coming up next.
Now up to the plate.
Seager's in the batter's box. Last AB of the game, struck out swinging against Gallardo.
Just couldn't pull the trigger. He must have been looking for a fastball, and he got the 12-6 breaking ball, and just gave up on it.
Outside as Seager takes it for a ball.
He's really only held him to 2 hits so far today, Gary. So he's been on top of his game out there. He's made it look easy, and it could possibly be a day the bullpen doesn't have to get used and can get some rest.
This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side.
Foul ball! Foul!
And he fouls another one off.
Foul!
And he fouls off another one. Gallardo winds up for the 1-2 pitch. Seager lays off the low one. Gallardo unable to get it in there.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Brings him up. You can almost taste the adrenaline right now, Steve. You can just tell he's getting stronger as he goes along.
He's got so much confidence. He's just knocking the bats out of the batter's hands.
Now batting one away. Here's Kendry Morales.
Well, the big story for Kendrys Morales last year was that he made it through the whole season healthy. No setbacks with that leg, and that's all you really wanted out of him in 2012.
And the first pitch. And whatever that was, it missed badly. 1-0. And Morales did start the season slow, but expected from someone who's nearly missed 2 years of baseball. And then as the season wore on, he got better, John.
Yeah, I mean, that just to me is repetition. And once he got used to Major League pitching again, when you don't face Major League pitching for a year and a half like he did, or almost 2 years, I don't know how you could put up these numbers. It's still amazing to me that he hit 22 homers and drove in 73 RBIs without any at-bats for almost 2 years.
Fastball called strike 2 and 1.
Strike 2.
2-1 pitch is a slider, taken for a called strike 2.
That's a great choice of pitches right there. Not much the hitter can do with that. Just try to spoil it and maybe go after the next one.
Now the 2-2. Hit up the middle. Look out. Oh, right back up the middle, and the pitcher did not get out of the way. That's 2 gone. But a quick recovery that time gets the out.
He's been having this lineup guess the entire game right now. He's out thinking them and out pitching them. He's continuing to be sharp the entire game.
So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Jesus Montero. He singled in his last at bat. LaCroix setting up. And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch. 0-1.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
And he'll step on first to retire the side.
He's absolutely mowing them down here today, Gary, and they haven't been able to muster any sort of offensive attack against him here at all.
The Brewers enjoying this lead. Strategies, let's see how they've been worked by Eric Wedge. And at this point in this game, thinking about offense, I'm sure he also needs some quality pitching. He's got to give his bats a chance to get back. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Now, if I'm batting right here, I know the pitcher's tendencies. In the scouting report, I'm looking for a fastball on the 0-1 count.
Hernandez gets set and delivers. 0-1 fastball and a called strike.
The pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He could waste a pitch if he wants to.
Swung on, bounced weakly to second. Ackley will scoop it up. And that's in plenty of time for the out.
Right fielder, number 7, Narichka.
And Aoki's in the box. Fourth time up so far, 1 for 3 against Hernandez.
Yeah, he wasn't too fazed by that curveball that he saw the last time. If I'm pitching, if I'm going to throw it, I've got to start it at the knees and break it out of the zone.
First pitch on the way to Aoki.
0-1.
Called strike. Hernandez has him 0-1 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball popped foul to the left side.
Foul.
Line shot into center field. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his fourth plate appearance.
Now this separates the men from the boys at the plate. 0-2 count, coming up with a big base hit.
You got to keep battling, and that's what he did, even though that pitch was away. So here we go. It's Ricky Weeks. Here's the pitch. That swung on, hit on the ground. He plays it on the hop. 1, and they get it. They turn 2. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Milwaukee 2, Seattle nothing. Looking ahead, 6, 7, 8. They're due up.
Now batting for the Seattle.
And it's Raul Ibanez in the box now. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. And the first pitch. And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch. 0-1.
Deep into the ball game, only 2 hits for this offense, and clearly they've been overmatched, Gary, in this one. And they're going to have to try something. Try to lay down a bunt. Try to see if you can't wait them out, force them to throw more pitches, or get them out of the ball game.
And Ibanez watches that one go by. The count is even. So far in the game, he has struck out twice against Gallardo.
Now, sometimes you trick hitters. They should be looking for the fastball, the 2-seamer, but he ended up taking it for strike 3 last time up. He must have been looking for something else.
The pitch. That one fouled off by Ibanez. Got him. They use the term filthy. I'm telling you what we've seen from him today. That's what he's throwing.
Absolute filth, no question about it. He's got the hitters off balance. He's in complete control.
It's going to be Saunders. Flew out last time. Now the first pitch. And the pitch from Gallardo too far inside. That's for a ball.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take. As soon as it came out of his hand, just can't handle that fastball up and away.
Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2.
That 2-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
Got him. 2 down now. And you got to be thinking ahead just a little bit. He doesn't look like he's getting tired. It's still a shutout.
Well, at this point, adrenaline just takes over. He's focused, determined. He's ignoring any fatigue.
It's Ryan at the plate. Grounded out last time up. And he'll start him out.
Ball.
And that's a ball. Gallardo too far outside.
We started the curveball away, and it broke further away just off the plate.
1-0 on the way.
Strike one.
There's a called strike of the knees. 1-1.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
What are you doing?
The 1-1 pitch.
Strike two.
1-1 pitch. Slider taken for a strike. 1-2. Fastball, that's well off the plate, 2-2.
Well, he doesn't want to lose him. A 2-2 count. He's going to go right at him. You've got a good fastball. This is the time to use it.
He deals. That one goes foul.
Foul.
Pack it in, Brendan!
3-2.
Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Got him. Then the side is retired, and he'll head back to the dugout knowing 3 outs, and he's got himself a shutout.
He's got it. I think the way he's pitching, I think he's going to go all the way.
So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. The Mariners still looking for a run. And it's Ryan Braun now. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Called strike. Hernandez has him 0-1 now.
He must have been looking for an off-speed pitch in that situation because the fastball looked like it surprised him.
Back one out of here. Ball.
And Ryan Braun looks at that one for a ball, evens the count. Good-looking fastball. Called the ball, though, 2-1.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Braun swings and misses, and the count is even.
But what an effective pitch. That two-seam fastball had him way out in front of it.
The pitch.
Ball.
Changeup just about had him, but it's full now.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Let's go, Ryan!
The 3-2 pitch. That one fouled off by Braun.
Foul.
And another foul ball.
Well, you have to respect the ability of a guy who's just not giving up in that bat right here. He is grinding it out. That slider, tough pitch. He got just enough of it, though, to stay alive.
Another foul ball. Braun keeping the at-bat going.
Knock it out to Green Bay, baby. This one out to Green Bay.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Ackley will scoop it up. 1 away.
For the Milwaukee Brewers, Thursday, number 16, Ramirez.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game. Another good season from Aramis Ramirez. He's so consistent and one of the more underrated players in my book. Always contributes no matter what uniform he's wearing. With a bat in his hand, he's dangerous.
Ground ball. Ackley will scoop it up.
They're out.
2 away.
For the Milwaukee Brewers, first base, number 1, Corey Hart.
And Corey Hart up. And a home run back in the 4th inning. That's a strike. Furbush got him looking.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
It's hit foul by Hart. Strike 3. Corey Hart swings right through that one. That'll send him back to the bench. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. And the Mariners coming up next. You hope it goes your way. You know it's not going to be 100% for Ron Renicky. Let's take a look. He's got his sights on a quick finish here. This one winding down. Furbush at the plate. He's going to start the 9th inning. It is a strike to start the 9th, 0-1.
Well, this offense has just been shut down in this one. I mean, they've left one runner on base the entire game. We're in the 9th inning here. They just have not had any real opportunity.
Here's the pitch. And that swung on and hit. Braun's going to play it. And Segura. 1 away. And it is that time. In modern Major League Baseball, you got that lead late in the ball game. Here's that closer, Steve.
Now the specialist, the guy who can slam the door with the lead, who can get the final out of the game.
Ackley is in the batter's box. He popped out his last time. First pitch of the AB. Ball. And that's a ball. Gallardo too far outside.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
1-0 pitch, slider, runs outside, 2-0. The 2-0. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Gomez is there. And he meanders over to put it away.
In this offensive era of baseball, it's tough to come out with shutouts, but he's been phenomenally good today. On top of his game, look to dig up for a little bit extra to get this last hitter out.
Gutierrez at the plate. He'll be seeking his first hit of the game. Not a lot of luck so far. First pitch to him. And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. Gomez is there. And on that play, it comes to an end. And Steve, we get to witness one of those rare events, a shutout.
He was in absolute command right from the start. Gary, game like this doesn't come about without some solid defensive play, and he had that behind him.
And congratulations on the goose egg.
They win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
And now, what you say we present an award. It's our player of the game. Fantastic pitching job. Off the mound today was all about Yvonne Gallardo.
Well, you know, when you're facing a tough pitcher, it doesn't take long to realize that we're in for a tough day. And this team found out very early how tough this pitcher was going to be on them in this game. He's a top-flight starter, but he had everything going and mowed down this lineup. And this sends a message to the rest of the league also that this guy is for real and ready to go.
And we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
Well, an outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball.